Okay, so back in October of last year, I made the decision that I was going to stop taking antidepressants, in particular SEROQUEL and Paxil, and I did a number of updates here on YouTube describing my journey as I came off of the SEROQUEL and the Paxil, but in particular the SEROQUEL, I quit cold turkey, and I did a bunch of videos describing the physical side effects of doing that, and they were horrendous, so if you're interested, check out those videos. However, I'm here today to do this video, which is something I really wish I wasn't doing. The reason being that since about February of this year, the depression has come back to the point where once again I found myself having suicidal thoughts, and this is not something I joke about. Coming up for 11 years ago, I did take my own life, and by whatever reason I was found in time. And but when I was taken to hospital, they said I had died, but they were able to resuscitate me, and spent a bit of time in the psychiatric ward. And it was at that time I was prescribed antidepressants for the first time, and had been on them ever since, up until last October. Now, the reason for this video is just to let anyone out there who has watched the other videos I did on SEROQUEL that you really should not do what I did. I did not consult with my psychiatrist. The reason being, I was just sick and tired of being fed medicine, and the side effects of the SEROQUEL were absolutely ruining life. I just had zero emotions, high and low. I was a complete zombie. I couldn't get out of bed. I was just sleeping way too much. And so that's probably the main reason why I stopped taking those pills. But I'm now realizing that when you have depression and anxiety, trying to go it alone probably is not the best way of doing things, as I am finding out right now. I should also add that the reason I had such a high spirit towards the end of last year was that I did have a couple of amazing trips coming up, which I'd been looking forward to for a long time. Spent Christmas back in Scotland, and then spent the month of January in Thailand. Both trips were absolutely fantastic, and my mood was as good as it's ever been, purely because I had none of these drugs, slowing me down. I was able to experience everything with complete awareness, and it was fantastic. However, upon returning at the end of January and going back to work, my mood has just been gradually getting worse and worse, to the point where suicide has entered my mind, and it's absolutely terrifying. I've gotten to this point where I just lay in bed and I'm thinking to myself, what can I do to make myself feel better? And things that I used to enjoy, music, just being outdoors, don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. I don't want to go to work. I just don't want to do anything. And it's terrifying to know that having already had one suicide attempt, the fact that these thoughts are even entering my mind again, it's extremely worrying. However, unlike the 11 years ago with that first attempt, this time I do have the most wonderful wife who is completely understands what I'm going through and is being beyond supportive. And that's the one thing that's keeping me here. I couldn't possibly imagine the hurt I would cause if I did, you know, end it all. So I'm not going to commit suicide. That's another thing I have to stress to anyone watching. I am not going to kill myself. I'm simply stating the fact that in recent weeks my mood has become so low and I just feel so hopeless that the thought of it has entered my mind, which is, you know, like I said, something that hasn't crossed my mind for almost 11 years, and it's back. But this time I won't be acting on it. But again, just to close this out quickly, I just want to stress the fact that doing what I did, which was coming off SEROQUEL cold turkey, in hindsight may have been a big mistake. Maybe mentally I wasn't ready for that, but whatever it is, I know I have to get through this, and I know I have to push myself to get back into the things that give me pleasure. You know, I want to do music again, but with the way I'm feeling right now, I just have this feeling that, you know, whatever I do, it's not going to be good enough. People are going to think it sucks. So therefore I think, why bother even trying? And it's frustrating, it really is. But I'm going to do regular updates on this topic because I think, well, I know it's a very serious topic that affects a lot of people. You know, even past couple of weeks, whilst I was never a fan of was it the Prodigy? You know, the Firestarter song. I saw that the lead singer had, you know, took his own life, and it just adds to these other rock stars in recent years who have been doing that, and it makes you realize that this condition can affect anybody. It doesn't matter if you have fame, fortune. The brain can still experience these bouts of depression, which in some cases can lead that person to take their own life. So again, if you are taking medication and you feel that it's not helping you, or you feel that the side effects are more damaging than any positive effects that the medicine is giving off, you have to consult with a doctor. I made that mistake, and the reason I should also add, I keep adding things, but the reason I'm not currently seeking medical help is that I just want to see if it is possible to get over this without shoving pills down my throat, because like I said, for me the side effects were ruining my life. You know, clearly what I'm going through now is no joy, it's not fun, but having your senses numbed 24 hours a day through medicine is also no way that I want to be living my life. So that's why I'm not currently seeking medical help. I may, if things don't improve with me, but for now I just want to get myself out of this cloud of depression that I'm under. I know that I can do this. I know that I just have to sort of not let the brain control me, you know, because there is a spirit in us all, and maybe sometimes maybe the brain is playing tricks, I don't know. But the fact is, I just want to say that I'm not going to kill myself, despite the fact that the thoughts have entered my head. And you know, for anyone who is currently taking something like SEROQUEL and is thinking of coming off of it, be very careful, because I don't want anyone else to experience what I'm currently experiencing, because this is absolute torture. It really is. So anyway, I hope you found this informative, and if you could help me out, like, subscribe, and I would like to get into this in a bit more depth. But this was just a quick update, so thank you for watching.